Imagine walking up a flight of stairs. Then imagine running. You've done the exact same amount of work, lifting your body against gravity, but running feels fundamentally more powerful. In physics, that feeling is a fact. Power isn't just about the work you do, it's about how fast you do it. Power is simply work per unit of time. A 100-watt light bulb is spending 100 joules of energy every single second. A sports car's powerful engine can perform a huge amount of work in a fraction of that time. It's the rate of energy delivery. But in the real world, we never get a free ride. Every time we use a machine, some of that precious energy is wasted. This is where the idea of efficiency comes in. Efficiency measures how much you get for what you put in. An old incandescent light bulb is a terrible deal. Only 5% of the electrical energy becomes useful light. The other 95% is just wasted as heat. An LED bulb, however, might be 40% efficient. A gasoline engine struggles to hit 30% efficiency, while a good electric motor can exceed 90%. So where does that lost energy go? It isn't destroyed. The laws of thermodynamics state it's just transformed into something less useful, usually heat. It's the friction in an elevator motor's bearings, the roar of an engine, or the warmth from your laptop. That elevator motor might deliver over 15,000 watts of power to lift the car, but it's drawing even more from the grid to overcome its own internal friction. This is the efficiency barrier. No machine can ever be 100% efficient. The goal of engineering is to minimize these wasteful pathways. Because in our world, it's not enough to get a job done. We need to know how fast it can be done and how much energy it will cost.